Good afternoon, ladies, and welcome to Miss Universe Bahrain 2023 official blind introductions. We're very excited to have you here, and congratulations for making it to the top 12 finalists. And now, this is a make or break challenge for all of you. Last year, we had the same blind introductions, and as you have seen, Evelyn Khalifa nailed every second of that blind introduction. So this is a very important challenge for everyone to be able for us to determine you on our final seven, who will be doing photo shoots, videos, and the opportunity to have the title of Miss Universe Bahrain 2023. So before we proceed to our official brand introduction, I want to introduce to you again our National Director and founder of Yugen PR, Mr. Josh Yugen.
Hello, ladies. It's so good to see you again. Or maybe I will not see you because your cameras are closed, but that's actually the deal of this round. So I am very thankful and honored that you're all here. And the most important thing is you speak with your heart. Because for me, a woman or anyone should not be judged just because of their physical appearance. And I wanted you to speak about your joys, your strength, your love, your passion, your advocacies, and all of the things that matters to you. And as Ian mentioned, this is a very important round because from this round, we are going to get the official top 7 finalists for Miss Universe Bahrain who will compete for Miss Universe Bahrain title this year. So I would not prolong this round, but I want to actually ask you just one question, and then you are actually allowed to answer it in 60 seconds. And then afterwards, after this round, Evelyn will actually ask you one question. And after that round, you have the opportunity to actually ask the person after you any question, and they will actually answer it. And then they will actually ask the next person, and so on and so forth. So, are you ladies ready? Okay, describe yourself in the most creative way, your dreams, your happiness, your weakness, your strength in 60 seconds. And after 60 seconds, it is finished. So we can start with number 1.
Okay, I'm 26 years old. I'm a social media influencer, and I am a player in national team of fencing. And actually now I am a principal of kindergarten, my family business. So this is a very good thing for me because I love children. And actually a lot of people tell me that my soul is like a children, very pure, and I can spread the happiness with anyone I can sit with it. So yeah, this is me in very simple way.
Hello everyone, a little about myself. I'm 19 years old, soon turning 20. More of my personality, I'm a very honest person no matter the circumstances. What I enjoy doing is playing billiards and drawing sometimes in my free time. The reason I joined Miss Universe is to build more self-confidence and be able to one day be a voice and help to orphans, because I know how hard it can be. And knowing that no one knows your story can be hard growing up, and it can technically affect your mental health and the way you view life. Thank you.
Hello guys. I will start with introducing myself to you. I'm a strong, inspiring woman who is passionate about empowering other women to love themselves just the way they are. I like a woman to be herself, and I don't want her to be fake or to someone else. And I believe in celebrating the success of others and sees it as an inspiration to strive my own goals. I'm also a volunteer and love to try new things, always seeking to expand my horizons and make a positive impact in my community. I'm a person who worked with the children with autism for a very long time in my life, like more than 3 or 4 years. And they always teach me new things in my life. I always learn from them, and this is the way I live in my life, learning new things from other people. I like learning a lot from other people around me and their experience.
Good afternoon, Josh. Good afternoon, Evelyn. Hi. So a little bit about myself. I am currently finishing up my clinical master's in audiology. So if anybody has to get their ears checked, you can come to me. Otherwise, I do hold a bachelor's in animal welfare and environmental health. Mostly in my life, I've been very fortunate to follow the things that I'm very passionate about, and that's the choices I've taken in life. And Miss Universe has always been a dream. I actually have an interview with GDN many years ago where I did speak to them about my dream about being Miss Universe, and it is so nice to see that us women have this platform. And pageantry has been an up and down journey for me. It's taken many years, but like I go by this quote that says, strength doesn't come from what you can do, it comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. And that's how I live my motto, and my advocacy is going to be with what I am studying, and that is to do with hearing health. Thank you guys.
Hello, Josh, Evelyn, and Ian. I am 18 years old. I am Bahraini American, and this is my second time competing in Miss Universe Bahrain. I just recently graduated from Bahrain school, and I have plans to go to the UK to pursue film and acting, something that I am truly passionate about. And I would say overall, I'm a creative person. I'm an advocate, an actress, a model, and a dancer. And one of the things that I believe in heavily is empowering children through arts and expression. When I was growing up, I was diagnosed with a learning disability, specifically a processing disorder. I noticed that the other children around me, my other peers, students around me, would absorb traditional subjects faster than me. But I found that I overcame it with the arts. And my goal is that I want to share my experience with artistic children who think in this nonlinear fashion. And I teach children currently, as well as champion heroes in Bahrain, by doing interviews and spreading awareness of their causes through my platform. Miss Universe is a wonderful platform and opportunity to spread my message and continue my work. Thank you so much.
As for me, the first thing I would like to say about myself is that I am very proud to be a Bahraini woman, and I'm also very proud to be a Filipino woman. Why it's important to me to mention that I am biracial is because it has completely shaped me as a person. I have experienced certain prejudice and judgment being mixed race, but the beauty of being raised with different cultures is I know the value of respect. And I know what it means to respect people from all different walks of life. Because at the end of the day, despite any of our differences, we all bleed red and we are all human. And I'm very grateful to have this value instilled in me. Currently, I am a certified cognitive behavioral counselor specializing in eating disorders. And the reason I was drawn to this field is because of my own struggles with mental health and an eating disorder throughout my youth. I grew up feeling like I didn't fit in and feeling like I wasn't good enough, but I absolutely believe that any pain or hardship we experience in life, we have the power to turn it not just into our purpose, but also as a gift to ourselves and to this world. And I am very blessed to be doing so. That is all. Thank you. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but I got through it.
First of all, I'd like to say a very good afternoon to Josh, Evelyn, Ian. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Josh, as your question went, a little bit about myself. I'm a captain crew by profession. I'm extremely social, friendly, and my basic philosophy in life is to treat people the way you want to be treated. you asked us to talk about our dreams, idea of happiness and love. So for me, I've always been taught to dream big, irrespective of where I'm sitting. Even if I'm sitting in a tiny room, always dream big, no matter how impossible it may seem to you. And by God's good grace, this afternoon I am actually a part of one of my childhood dreams. I get a chance to be a part of Miss Universe Bahrain, so it's nothing but a dream come true. My idea of happiness is fulfilling all my heart's desires. I have always felt that whatever comes from the heart would always make you happy, because that's what you purely want. As far as love is concerned, love is something that has to be carried by your shoulder. You have to wear your heart on your sleeve, and you have to be fearless. So that's my answer to you, Josh, and thank you so much once again.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing fantastic. It's a pleasure to be here. I just have to say today's introduction challenge is definitely interesting, and I've never done something like this before. This blind introduction concept is giving us the freedom and the comfort to introduce ourselves in a way we haven't done before. So today, instead of starting with insert my name, I'm 23, I'm going to start by saying I'm a strong woman. I graduated university with a marketing degree. I'm an advocate for women. I'm a voice for the voiceless. I'm a woman that stands up for those that cannot stand up for themselves. With that being said, to show my commitment, I have been for the longest time in contact with an organization called Shamsaha to become a women's crisis advocate and provide them with the love and support and help that they deserve, because I know what it's like to be in their shoe. I'm also a woman of many talents, such as badminton. I'm in the Bahrain national team. I'm into art of its all kinds, mosaic, painting, music, dance, all of it. I'm also into volunteering experiences such as the elderly place and the animal shelter. And also I'm an animal lover. I'm always picking up strays from the streets and helping them find a loving home, and using my social media platform to increase awareness about the matter and influencing people about all sorts of things. Thank you so much. That's all about me.
First of all, thank you for having me and for choosing me to be part of the top 12 semi-finalists. It's an honor, and I'm glad to be here today. So let's start off with a small introduction, remaining anonymous, of course. I am 23 years old, half Moroccan, half Bahraini. I'm a marketing and PR manager. Got this position at such a young age, which I'm proud of. I have goals and dreams that I want to achieve. I'm a very ambitious and determined person. I love traveling, fashion, makeup, and modeling. I enjoy being in front of the camera since childhood, as I always wanted to be on TV. For me being in Miss Universe is not just knowing how to speak a specific language. It's me being able to influence and inspire others, as well as it's an honor and a responsibility at the same time. If I were to be Miss Universe, I'll use my voice to influence the youth, and I'd raise awareness on how to believe in yourself and that nothing is impossible in life. If you really want it, you can do it. That's it. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Greetings to our reigning Miss Universe Bahrain, Evelyn Khalifa, Josh, and Ian. It's been a privilege to be a part of the blind introduction. Like said earlier, this is one unique way of introducing ourselves. And to tell about myself, I would like to introduce myself as a passionate artist and a social person, and I believe in giving, not just learning. I love seeking knowledge and learning variety of arts, which I'm very grateful for, and I also believe in spreading around the knowledge, and that's why I'm an advocate for women and for special needs children. I do a lot of social work. I help a lot of migration workers and autistic children, teaching them art and life skills. And so I'm also talented, gratefully and blessed to be told that I'm a trained dancer and singer. I've been learning variety art forms since the age of 3. I still pursue it and do a lot of stage shows, and also being modeling and being an influencer has helped me grow with my ambition. I would like to, when it comes to dreams, I feel this is what I've been dreaming about and pursuing my dreams
is the happiest thing. So I'm glad to be a part of this, and I spread love in the ways I can by spreading positivity most of the times, of course, and helping people with mental illness. At least being there for them gives me a lot of love and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you so much, number 11. And before we go to the next round, I want to thank you all because, of course, as you know, after receiving more than 1,000 of applications, we actually went down to top 30, and now we're actually down to top 10. And after this, we're going to announce the official finalists for Miss Universe Bahrain. But the most important thing is, I actually love your characters. I love your story. And I'm very happy to get to know all of you. And it's actually important that we don't get to judge any person based on their hair, their makeup, their appearance, because there's a lot from within us that can actually be shown to the world, and it's also beautiful even without the stereotypes that the world is giving us. So I would actually give the floor to Ian again for the next round.
All right, girls. Wow, that's like on fire. Everybody's on fire, literally. We're just very excited. Can you imagine, like, one of you in this room will be the next to wear the crown and the sash of Miss Universe Bahrain 2023. So we are very near to finding out who she will be. But before that, of course, we have to hear it from our reigning Miss Universe 2022, the gorgeous Evelyn Khalifa. And Evelyn, maybe like make a short introduction, or maybe like, have some inspiring words for the girls. Maybe share some, ideas and experiences that you had during the competition as well. And you can, proceed with your questions afterward.
Sure, thank you, with the pleasure. Well, girls, I'm so happy that we all together right here, because Miss Universe Bahrain platform is a great platform to celebrate our Bahraini women and to represent our country to the world. And by hearing you, I really got goosebumps, and I'm so proud of all of you. You have your advocacy, your voice, you know what you want to do, and it's amazing, and I'm really proud of all of you. For me, Miss Universe Bahrain journey is the best time in my life. And when I was walking on the stage, it's just an unbelievable moment for me that I will carry it throughout all my life. And thanks to Josh and all the team of Miss Universe Bahrain who made this happen for all of us. I'm just blessed to know them and to work with them. And I'm so excited for the upcoming new next Miss Universe Queen. I will definitely support all of you. I wish you good luck. And I know it's nerve-wracking, this blind introduction, but it's just an amazing idea to know each other better without even seeing and judging the way we look, because this is our message. We all are equally beautiful, covered or not covered. So that's what makes you beautiful, your voice and your thoughts and your advocacy. So just be you, girls, just be yourself. I've been through this. I am like one of you, you can say, so don't worry about it. And it's just go with the flow. My questions, it's easy. Can you please tell us a little bit more about your advocacy that you want to show to the world, and why you want to become the next Miss Universe Bahrain?
Okay, I want to be the next Miss Universe Bahrain, inshallah, this year, because I have a message and I have to let the people know more about it. When depression hit me and I was diagnosed, I drew my happiness from the kids. So, and I'm really grateful for them. Therefore, I strive as much as possible to integrate children and spread this culture, because children are a treasure and a cure. So, if they are served in the best conditions. So, Actually, I want to win Miss Universe Bahrain this year because I want my message is spread all over. Yes, and I want to contain all over kids, the poor kids, the rich kids, and also the orphans. So I love kids. So my message is for the kids. Yeah.
I would love to become the next Miss Universe Bahrain, to have my voice heard and other women have their voice heard, because it's an issue that happens a lot of times that women can't speak their rights and it's only men who can. And sometimes women are sensitive, so having your emotions held inside, it can affect your mental health in the future. And having your view and what you wish for genuinely considered and your decisions are being made, it gives you another view on life and how your thoughts are being held, and having your informations being listened to, your advices and everything you want to give to the world being listened to. I think that will help a lot of women in life. Thank you.
Why I want to be Miss Universe Bahrain for 2022 is to also let my people to hear my voice. And I know in my heart that all Bahraini women are very strong. I know that Bahraini women, they're trying, they're doing their best. This is what I know about all of us here today. That all of us, we have this something that lets us want to be, we want to show each other. And I know that each person thinks that if he became the next Miss Universe Bahrain, he wants all the messages to be there, all our messages, not only his or her message. And I want to be Miss Universe Bahrain for 2023 because I feel like I want also to be this person who let people hear more and know more about Bahrain. You know, Bahrain is a very small country, but actually it's very big in the heart. For us as Bahraini women, we think that in our hearts it's a very big place. When I travel outside and I come back to Bahrain, I feel like, oh my God, this is my country. I want to stay here. I don't want to travel anymore. And because I want to encourage women to, as I told you before, to be herself. I don't want her to be ashamed of her body. I felt before when I had PCOS, I had it, I still have it. I'm always afraid to look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, why am I fat? Why am I fat? And sometimes I feel this way. So now I want to encourage women to not feel this way because we are beautiful with our hearts and with what we're thinking, and not only with our bodies, with the hairs, eyes, nose, and that's it. Thank you.
Hi, Evelyn again. Thank you for the question. And also thank you for the encouraging words. It's really nice to see all these women, they have such great causes. With me, there are many causes that are really close to my heart, from animal welfare to sexual harm prevention, which I have personally been a victim of. But something that stood out to me was when I completed my master's in audiology, as I've said before. Hearing loss is you could say it's an invisible disability. You can't see it, but there are children, there are elderly, and there's prediction of even younger generation being exposed to a lot of loud noise. And that's why I think it's such an important cause to advocate for, because not many people know about it, not many people speak about it. And there are many implications to mental health as well, such as social isolation, because you cannot communicate without hearing, and you get left out in conversation. And this is not my story, but these are the stories of the people that I've worked with, and it's really I feel like I've seen Miss Universe over the years, and I've never seen somebody advocate for hearing loss. So that's why I want to bring this to light. And it's a cause where I have experience, I have knowledge, and I have the education to give my best for it. And that's where my purpose lies. And the second question for you, that one you asked, was why Miss Universe Bahrain? And that is because that's where my passion and my purpose align. My passion, as I've said, it's been a lifelong goal to not just win Miss Universe, but to go overseas and bring back Miss Universe for Bahrain. That will be my ultimate accomplishment. So where my purpose and passion align, that's where I am 24/7, and that's the reason I'm here today as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your question, Evelyn. So as you know, my advocacy is empowering children through arts and expression. Oftentimes in school, arts is overlooked. There are traditional subjects and people mainly focus on those, but what is needed in our world, what is needed to even solve political problems is creative problem solving. And some children do not think in a linear fashion. They have this non-linear way of thinking. And just empowering them through the arts, I think, is important. And my second advocacy is championing heroes in Bahrain. Organizations such as A Box of Goodness, BARC, there are many organizations that need to be heard, need to be seen, and that encourages other people to follow these amazing people that start pioneering these causes, as well as maybe pick up this for themselves and be the voice for change. And with Miss Universe Bahrain, why I'd want to be the next Miss Universe Bahrain is that ultimately it's a job title, and it would be an absolute honor to represent my country. And truly, I will dedicate myself to training and being a great representative for Bahrain and representing in the best light possible. That's important. Miss Universe Bahrain, it's about being a transformational leader. It's about thinking about what is on your plate as well as what is the bigger picture. My advocacy of empowering children as well as championing heroes is doing both of these things. So I would love to be Miss Universe Bahrain to spread my message to more people. And that is the main reason. Thank you so much.
I strongly advocate for education on mental health, and especially how our cultures influence the way we view it. It would be a dream for me to see mental health classes be included in school systems just as we have PE, because when we have the knowledge, especially from a young age, on how to process what we think and how we feel, we understand ourselves better, and it benefits us and this world because it allows us to be empowered to live the life we truly want and deserve. As for why I want to be Miss Universe Bahrain 2023, I'm sure you might tell that it's taking me a lot of courage to do this, but I decided to follow my heart and my gut because to me this is beyond a title. This is purpose. It is a chance to transform misconceptions of Arab women and show the diversity and the beauty of our culture and our region. It is also a chance to empower others and myself by standing for the values and advocacies I believe in and that I also embody. And honestly, it is a chance to make a positive impact by walking the path that I believe is my purpose in life, which is to do good and to be good. Thank you. Thanks, Evelyn.
Thank you so much. So can you please repeat, what's your advocacy?
My advocacy is for education on mental health literacy.
Thank you so much for your question once again, Evelyn. I'd answer the first part of the question. The reason why I wish to be Miss Bahrain Universe 2023 is because I'd want the girls around the world to know that perfection is a myth. There's no such thing as perfection. You could be beautiful in any shape, size, color, and I'm very glad to be a part of a pageant that's actually advocating that you could be beautiful in any shape, size, color, nationality. We have a mix of many nationalities in this pageant itself, and I'm myself from Indian origin, so it's beautiful. And being bullied myself for the way I looked as a kid, you know, it's a dream come true that I've got a chance to be standing here. I was bullied for the way I looked, And today I get a chance to be a part of the pageant. And that's what I'd want to use this stage to let every little girl know that, it's not about what you've been told, it's about what you believe in. And I get a chance to represent a beautiful country like Bahrain that has a lot of culture, has a lot of beauty, and it's 2023 and Bahrain still continues to have its culture alive. And what a great opportunity it would be to represent it on a universal platform. My advocacy is something that is not really much spoken about, Evelyn. I've always, because I've always been fond of pageantry, I'm into news, I don't see a lot of people talking about drug addiction. My advocacy would be drug addiction. I'd want people to know that drug addiction after a point is not a choice. It's a weakness. We have people all over the world who are dying because of it, and no one would be doing that by choice. People who are addicted to alcohol, smoking, drugs, they're losing their lives and they're frowned upon, and I don't think we have many organizations even supporting it because there's a taboo that comes along with it that, oh, this person's weak and is not a part of the society. So that would be my main advocacy if I get a chance to represent the country at Miss Universe. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello, I'm back. So my advocacy is women empowerment. And this is because women empowerment fosters equality, diversity, and social progress. And when you unleash their full potential, it benefits the individuals and the society. And I believe with the experience I have and continue to have and gain, I can be the perfect role model, a voice, a representative for those women that cannot do it themselves. And I understand with being Miss Universe Bahrain, it's a responsibility. It's a responsibility because you stand to serve the community and the country. And yes, thank you.
Hello, Evelyn. So to answer your question, I believe in strong women. I always try to give my best. I believe in beauty with a purpose. I want to show the world how to love and share, give the best of ourselves, and show everyone how to find happiness in helping each other. What is my advocacy? Well, if I won, my advocacy would be to promote self-love and acceptance. I think it's important for everyone to love themselves for who they are and to know that they are beautiful just the way they are.
Thank you so much for your question, Ms. Evelyn. And my advocacy is to chime with women and especially children, because even though we all fight for equal rights and women empowerment, I see that it has not taken still a big step forward, because we still face a lot of inequality. At some point of life, we do face assaults, we do face abuse, we still face pay parity where we're not equally paid as men and for the work we do, and that should be represented, because we women are very strong and we literally live up to ourselves, and we shouldn't be living up to others' validation or expectations. So I feel like this should be highlighted and represented out there. And I would like to also support these special needs children where they're given a chance and a space for themselves, where they are being treated as a normal human, because many a times we see that they're having a very big and a high IQ rate, but they're not given a chance to represent themselves as at a job or a situation. I would like to, if given the chance for this title, I would love to represent this, because I can represent Bahrain being from a very conservative region, but still working really hard to the international level of women. The Bahraini women have been very strong and independent that way, and I would like to represent Bahrain being a home country for me. Thank you.
Well, great. Wow. Those are like amazing answers, advocacies. I mean, like, it's just nice to hear, what these girls are going to bring to the table.
I feel like I'm listening to Miss Universe podcast, Ian, already.
Exactly. It's like a little Miss Universe already here happening.
No, everyone is brilliant and very smart, and they know who they
Exactly.
are. And it's actually, I just want to add, Ian, before you continue, it's very important that you know who you are, even without hair, even without makeup, even without clothes. You know your power just listening to your voice.
Well, now we're going to a more interesting part because I asked all of our girls to prepare one question, and that question will be asked to the girl next to them. So, are you ready? Number one, to ask your question to candidate number three.
Yes, sure. Okay.
All right.
Number 3. How are you, dear?
I'm good.
Did
Yes,
she?
thank
Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. If you could break one rule, what rule would that be?
breaking one rule. The one rule that I would break is thinking that women doesn't or don't have a voice and they can't like speak for their right, because I think giving the advantage to women to having their own voice or building their own businesses can give little self confidence to women, because in general it's a view that only men can have power in such a strong businesses, but in reality women can be strong enough to have their own voice and can create a big communication through that.
Great. That's a really nice answer. All right. So, candidate number 3, are you ready to ask your question to candidate number 4?
Yes. My question would be, what is your idea of happiness and success?
My first answer would be my mother. I feel like she's my happiness. She's my everything in my life. And I also see happiness as something that you try new things in your life, like to make your circle bigger and to try something new colors, new hairstyles, new lenses. Be crazy. This is what I think, how to be happy in your life. Try new things. Just be who you are. That's it.
Well, indeed. that really makes us all happy if we follow our heart. So, number 4, can you ask your question to number 5?
Yes. So my question is, what is something that you're currently working on improving about yourself?
Thank you, number 4. It's really odd addressing people as numbers, but hi for now. Something that I've been working on myself, I would say I'm a curious person and I'm a learner. So it's not something specific. I look at every day as a learning curve. May that be my studies, or may that be communicating with people, or may that be pageantry skills, which I'm working on now as well, with a lot of training for walks, doing the twirls. Personally, I'm someone who likes to go all and give in my best with everything, but also keep an open mind that there's always room for growth, and you have to keep learning if you want to grow. Otherwise, life just gets very stagnant. But yeah, just to answer your question, I think every single thing in my life right now, from my studies to my pageant, is where I'm working towards, just working on myself. Thank you.
Great. Nice answer. Candidate number 5, your question to number 6, please.
Yes. Hi, number 6. Hope you're doing well. This is a very relevant question to today's generation. So let me know if you want me to repeat it as well. In this era of digital technology, what advice would you give someone, including a pageant queen, about trolling and hate speech on social media? I can repeat that if you want. It's a handful question.
No, that's a great question. Thank you so much for your question. And cyberbullying, it is quite a rampant thing these days, and being a beauty queen, it is far from easy. And I think it's important for a beauty queen to know, by knowing those who attack are not the ones putting in the work. people don't understand that beauty queens and Miss Universe, it requires you to be a lot of things at once. It requires you to be confident, a leader, and be beautiful and glamorous while doing so. And by putting yourself out there, you are bound to be criticized. Being Miss Universe Bahrain is a huge responsibility in terms of tackling both social media and your duties, and it's important to think of the rewarding, positive outcome. And it's important, if I was Miss Universe Bahrain, to remember that the work I am doing to use my platform to spread awareness is invaluable. So thank you so much.
Great. All right. Number 6, your question to number 7, please.
Okay. All right. So my question to you, number 7, as someone who would be representing your country, what do you love most about Bahrain?
Thank you so much for your question. Number 6. What I love most about Bahrain is that despite being one of the smallest countries in the world, we are a country full of heart and soul. Our heritage is so rich, and our values is what truly makes us unique. And to be able to represent that to the world, where we have been usually misrepresented, would just be an honor to do so. Thank you.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. Number 7, your question to number 8.
Hi, number 8. I would just like to say that I relate to what you said about advocating for drug addiction, because I have also witnessed the effects of it. Not me, obviously, but through others. My question for you would, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you are?
Wow, that's a very interesting question. First of all, thank you so much. And thank you so much for standing by my advocacy. You know, it means a lot that people actually do relate to what I kind of have come to realize over time. As far as your question is concerned, right now I'm quite old, and if I didn't know I was this old, my best age, I believe, would be 20, because I feel that's the time when you're, you know, somewhere out of graduation, out of your bachelor's, and that's the time when you get a chance to start off fresh. Not that I have any regrets, but I believe that if I was 20 today, I'd live a more, I'd not live by the rules so much. So yes, my imaginable age would be 20, and right now I'm working towards living through my heart as time passes, because I feel that's the best way to live. To not live by the rules, to respect them, but pave your own path as you go through life. Thank you so much for your question once again.
Yeah, that's an amazing question. We all love to be 20. All right.
Yeah.
Number 8, your question to number 9.
Thank you so much, Ian. Hi, contestant number 9. I hope you're doing fine. And my question to you would be, what qualities a woman should possess to make a notable difference in this world? Please let me know if you want me to repeat the question.
Hello, number 8. Thank you so much for your wonderful question. As a woman myself, to be notable in this world, I feel like we should possess confidence. We should possess understanding the world and how it performs. And we should also possess love and support of one another. We should possess, that would be it. Number 8.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. All right, number 9, your question to number 10, please.
Okay. Hi, number 10. So my question for you is going to be, Do celebrities have a responsibility to be positive role models? And how so?
Hello, can you please repeat the question?
Yeah. So, do celebrities have a responsibility to be a positive role model, and how so?
Okay, so yes, they do have to be positive, and they have to, of course, influence others. So yes, the answer is yes. They
All
should.
right. So it's a yes for number 10. All right, number
Yes.
10. Can you ask your question to number 11, please?
Yes. So my question for you is, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Hi, thank you for the question. I would give myself that I should be much more confident and look up to anyone's validation, because when you're younger, we would always look up to somebody and aspire them and try to become them. But I would want to be myself and be my. So I feel like lived up to being me and not looking at others' expectations. That would be a great difference, and I'm sure it would make a major difference in everyone's life than looking up at other people and trying to be like somebody else. That's it. Yeah, thank you.
All right. And here we are on the last question for this season, number 11. Your question to number 1.
Hi, number 1. My question to you is, how would you define a modern woman's role in today's society? لازم المرأة تكون يعني عضو فعال في المجتمع أكثر، لازم تكون شريكة وتتحمل مسؤولية أكثر في المجتمع، صح؟ هذا السؤال نمبر 9؟
إيه حبيبتي.
هي تبي قوة المرأة في المجتمع شلون تكون، صح؟ الرول مالها.
الرول
إن هي تكون يعني شريكة وفعالة في المجتمع أكثر، تدافع عن حقوقها وعن حقوق غيرها، تكون لطيفة more kind، وتكون بعد يعني توزن الأشياء مو بقلبها بعقلها أكثر علشان تكون independent woman.
A woman in this society, her role needs to be an active role. She needs to be an active individual that represents her country and her morals and her ethics in this world, so that everyone can learn from her, as well as she needs to be calm, she needs to be nice and kind. Yes.
Amazing. All right. And that concludes our blind introductions this year. Josh, you want to say some few words before we actually end the call?
Actually, of course, this would not be a blind introduction without any surprise, like what we did last year. I just want to actually ask every one of you to speak to a lady who actually stood out for you, who inspired you, and you can ask her any question. So name the contestant. Like, we are going to start with number 1. Name the contestant number who stood out for you or who inspired you, and you can ask her any question.
I can ask her any question.
Yes, and let us know like who among all of the ladies here, aside from yourself, of course, who stood out for you and who inspired you, and you can ask her any question.
Number 6.
Okay, you can ask her any question, please.
Hi, how are you, dear? Number 6.
Hi, hello.
Hi, dear. Why you choose specifically children, and why you stand for them?
Thank you so much for your question. I stand for children because I believe at childhood, that's when a lot of seeds are being planted. That is when those initial things that you're learning and a lot of the emotional things that happen to children is what affects them in adulthood heavily, is what influences their whole life. So to bring a bit of joy to children's lives, and specifically through arts, I think bringing that bit of confidence, empowering them just a little bit, it doesn't need to be much, but just in that small way, again, planting that seed is what makes a huge effect on a child's whole life growing up. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
Wow. Okay. Number 2, name any contestant the same who stood out for you or who inspired you. And you can ask her any question. Number 3, sorry.
My question is to number 1. How do you think women can be independent?
Okay, for how I would be or how will be the woman independent, that I have to make everything alone and I can find my solve for my any problem. Is that the right thing I said? Yeah, okay. And also I can independent and do anything and everything whenever I want to do. That's how I can be independent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, number 3 and number 1. Number 4, name any contestant the same. Ask her any question.
Okay, so I'm not sure if she's the one who said this because I couldn't like focus with the numbers and everything. I think number 3 mentioned orphans. Is it you who mentioned orphans? Number 3?
Yes.
Yes, I'm an orphan. I lost my dad when I was 4, 3.5, and I want to know, why did you bring this up? What do you mean? Why did you talk about this here?
Because
why did you say that? Why did you bring?
Yes, because I also been in that place through some problems, family problems, that me and my brother, we had to go in orphans. And I think that being an orphan, sometimes your voice is not heard. Whatever you go through, no one knows about it except you and whoever is around you. And seeing the other kids that are there, it can really affect you. And once you're out of it, it can leave you in a dark place for a while until you start opening up and seeing people want to hear from you and know your story. That's when you start to see light after that. Thank you.
I want to add something if it's possible. I know how you feel, and sometimes it's very hard to see how people treated you before you lost one of your parents, and after you lost one of your parents. I lost my father, and after that I saw how men started treating me. Sometimes, like when I ask about something about my car or I have an issue, they always try to take more money, or they're trying to, do this to me. And I feel the way you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling it more than me, maybe I'm feeling it more than you, but we're all here together and we just need to be happy now.
Yes, and you do come out strong from it. That's the good thing.
Thank you, number 4 and number 3. It's beautiful that we have conversations like this, because as what we said, there's no right, there's no wrong, and one of you actually mentioned as well that perfection is not real. So I actually love it that you have these inspirational stories. Number 5, would you be able to tell us who stood out for you or who inspired you, and ask her any question, please?
Thank you, Josh. I'll go with lucky number 7. And I'll not ask you something serious, just something to lighten up the mood. Tell me an idea of a fun holiday for you.
An idea of a fun holiday for me right now is to be with my mom and sister. They are actually on vacation right now, and just to be with them is fun for me because they are my heart, and anywhere in the world would be great with them. So thank you so much for your question.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, great. Number 6, would you be able to tell us the same?
Hello, contestant number 4, you really inspired me. I love that you work with autistic children. Can you tell me about a positive experience you had working with one of them?
Of course, I learned that sometimes when you love someone, it doesn't always need to be words. They taught me how to love without words. I learned a lot of things from how they act, and because I have been with them for 3-4 years, I know that sometimes maybe they don't say that how much they love you, but you can see it through their eyes, through their how they laugh to you, how they act to you, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
Okay. Number 7.
Yes. I would first like to send my love to number 3 and number 4. Hearing your experiences, I know you are both very strong women. As for the number that I am drawn to, it would be number 1. She seems so genuine and lighthearted, and I love hearing her speak. And my question for her would be if she had a quote that she lives by, what is it?
Sorry, if I have what?
A quote, a saying
Okay,
that you live by, what would it be?
life is too short. So I have to do anything I love, anything I think about it, and anything. So this is actually, I do this thing in my life. Life is too short. I have to do everything I want to do it. And thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Great. That was fun. Number 8, please.
My question would be to number 7, because throughout the podcast, what I'm coming to notice is the number 7. Of course, all of us are considerate to what is being told, but number 7 has a keen ear, and she also asked me when I started with my question. She stood by my advocacy and then asked me the question. So I know she's very present, and I think she also spoke about mental illness. And I believe she comes with an understanding that even the mind has a limit. So number 7, I'd really want to know how you think. So please tell me, what is your philosophy in life? And what do you value the most? Thank you so much.
I would like to say thank you so much, number 8. Your words really mean so much to me, and they have calmed me down, as I'm sure many of you can tell that I've been nervous throughout this. But
can't tell.
Actually, you have the same voice. I just want to say that you have the same voice with Arbony.
Oh wow, thank you. That's such a compliment. Thank you.
The reigning Miss Universe. Right, Evelyn?
Thank you. I'm so honored to hear that.
I cannot tell that you was nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My heart was beating and my hands were shaking. But that's great. Thank you. To answer number 8, thank you so much for the question and your words. They mean so much to me. But the philosophy that I live by is to do your best and God will do the rest. Because life can be so full of ups and downs. But when we show up to face each day with faith in believing that there is a higher power and a purpose and a creator of this universe, we find peace in knowing that no matter what hardship or pain we have felt or experienced, that we are exactly where we're meant to be, and it is for a reason, and that the best days are always ahead of us. So to all of the women who have shared your stories here today, it's all beautiful and I admire you all. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much, number 7.
Thank you, number 8.
Okay, well, I need a minute. Number 9.
Hello. This question goes to number 8. You talked about substance abuse, right?
Yes.
Yeah. My dad has been a victim of this, and unfortunately he's not with us anymore. So your message truly, 100% resonates with me, and I wish this was happening earlier and I would have shown him this and we could have, dealt with it on time. But nonetheless, the question is, what initiatives do you believe are going to be very effective in supporting like these individuals?
Thank you so much for your question, and thank you so much for sharing such a personal part of your life. And I'm extremely sorry that I think sorry is a small word to resonate with how you feel. First of all, number 9, to what you asked me, it's going to start with a basic understanding that substance abuse is all over the world, and I can definitely vouch for it. With all due respect to you, it's taken as a taboo. It's taken as a choice. This person's enjoying it. Let him or let her do it. Till the time it actually reaches a point where it's gone out of hand. So first of all, I feel it's not, we people are not aware. We are educated. We hold the strongest degrees in the world. We are well versed. We're making decent amount of money, but I can vouch for it that a lot of people don't really understand that substance abuse is not a choice. It's a dependency. And it somewhere roots from mental illness. It roots from depression. It roots from anxiety. So that would be one of my very first initiatives if I ever get a chance to put my voice across, that let's just create awareness. Like we are aware about cancer, we're aware about all these diseases that we're always talking about, and of course these are important issues as well. But substance abuse is an illness, and it's not a choice. And we really need to put it out there for us to have actually progress towards a cure to it. So yeah, that's that. Thank you so much for your question, and yeah.
Thank you, number 9. I truly get it, and I see where you're coming from, and I truly understand that if you need it to survive, if you can't live without it, that's an issue, and we need to start with that. Thank you so much, number 8.
Also, number 9, I'd also want to add that it's not only about the person who's dealing with it, it's also the people around them who get affected. And again, no one's talking about it, no one cares about it, because the patient himself or herself is taken as someone who's making wrong choices. So I think it's the fact that it should not be considered a taboo, and 2, the emotional trauma that comes with it needs to be addressed. I really believe that. Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you, number 9 and number 8. It's beautiful. Number 10, please.
Hello. So number 8, thank you for bringing this up. It was a very interesting topic, and I thank you for bringing it up. Drug abuse can lead to increased crime rates, healthcare costs, and reduced productivity in the workforce. It can overtake someone's life, and you should be aware that this is a serious issue. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, do you have any
question for you? I do.
Okay.
Yes. So my question is, if you could teach a new class in school, what would it be?
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat your question one more time?
Yes, sure. Yes. If you could teach a new class in school, what would it be?
If I could teach
a new class in school.
Teach in your class.
If you could teach a new class in school.
I think teach.
Yes,
teach.
Yes.
Yeah, teach.
Teach
yes,
a new
class in school.
We're not promoting cheating here, so it's for sure.
And that's what I was wondering. I'm like, oh my god, that's too personal. Let's not go there. The kind of cheating I did in school. But, okay, a new subject in class. What would that be? Okay, thank you. Such a lovely and bright question. I'll give you a very bright answer to it. I think we all this afternoon we are talking about how beauty should not be dealt by the standards that we have in today's world, And these standards are inculcated not just for women, even for boys. Let's include the men over here as well. These standards are taught right in the very beginning of our years in school. You know, now that somewhere I'm glad all of us over here are kind of grown out of that perception, and that's why we are talking about it. But let's all admit that back in school, we all knew that Barbie was the most beautiful girl in the world. And for boys, I have a brother, you know, boys are always under the pressure of not expressing their emotional side because it would be deemed as a weakness. So I think the subject that I would choose to teach would be basic respect, basic human morality. I don't know what would I call that subject. That might take me time to name it. But you know, you could be great at maths, you could be great at science, you could know the best of history, but I think it all comes to waste when life's unpredictabilities hit you. And I think that's where your philosophies and your mindset comes to help, and that I'm afraid no one's talking about in school. So given a chance, I'd definitely add a curriculum that talks about life skills and basic respect, morality, and just, you know, at a very young age, I believe if this is added to your personality, by the time you reach at least my age, you'd be more sorted and more happier. So yeah, that's that. Thank you. Such a lovely question.
Thank you, number 10 and number 8. The last but not the least, number 11.
My question would be to number 5.
Okay.
I would like to know what makes you you. If you could tell us something interesting about yourself.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, number 11. What makes me me? That's a very interesting question. I believe what makes me me is my personality and my experiences in life. We're all unique to our experiences and the life skills that we get over the years. And personally, I grew up in different countries, including Bahrain, where I spent most of my time. So it was a multicultural world. So I had multicultural representation, understanding, also a sense of belonging was lost sometimes, just trying to wonder where I exactly fit. But then over time, I guess I realized boxes are just made by people. You don't really have to fit in any one. So I'm just embracing my, I guess, uniqueness and diversity. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. Thank you, number 11.
That's beautiful. Thank you, number 11 and number 5. Of course, now we're going to wrap up. And we, again, are very, very happy and honored to speak to all of you. I'd love to give the floor to our reigning Miss Universe Bahrain. If you have any messages, or if any one of you wants to actually have a message, you know, to Miss Universe Bahrain or to anyone else before we actually wrap up the blind introductions. Thank you very much.
Well, I just wanted to say that I'm really happy to hear all your messages and your beliefs. I'm proud of each of you. I'm so happy that we have such a great representatives in Bahrain. I'm just cannot wait to see you all in person live. I don't know. I don't even know which advice you want to hear, because you already complete women, and just do what you do, and believe in yourself, all of you. I believe in you, and yeah, good luck, all of you. You amazed me today, really.
All right. I think that concludes our blind introduction this year. We are very excited to finally, review this conversation. We're going to present it to some set of judges as well. And from then, we're going to announce our finalists. and I will gonna give you the schedules and all details, which is we're going to the exciting part. We're going to have like photo shoots, video shoots, and of course the official crowning of the Miss Universe Bahrain. Again, ladies, you guys are very impressive. I think Josh and Evelyn has a really good perception on all of your advocacies and those amazing challenges and success stories that you have. And we're just super excited to, of course, meet you all in person, and for you guys also to meet everyone and talk about who's number one and who's number four in person. Again, thank you so much. And this wraps up our blind introductions. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thank you.